How is the team physically after the huge effort in the last match against Atlético de Madrid and just before facing Villarreal?
We are still in the recovery phase. Obviously, very little time has passed, so none of the players have fully recovered yet, but I trust that we will be in better shape tomorrow. This is a factor we will consider when preparing for this match, which is against a strong opponent that is doing well at the moment, always tough and difficult as they have always been. We will have to play intelligently to try to win.
Today we didn't see Vinicius in training. Was this due to the knock he received that caused bleeding in his foot? Is he fit for tomorrow's match?
No, he's fine. We gave him an extra day of rest because he was very tired, but he will be available tomorrow at 100% to help us in the match. He has no issues. It's purely a matter of fatigue.
There has been a lot of noise about the disallowed penalty from Julián Álvarez. Do you think this correct decision from the referees deserves so much media attention?
No, I haven't paid attention to all of that because for us the match is already over. We are happy to be in the quarterfinals, and everything surrounding that game doesn't concern us. We are focused on the next match, which is tomorrow. We still have a long stretch of many games ahead, and we want to do our best. Right now, our goal is to reach the international break with good momentum.
If you were in a position to do so, would you change the rule regarding the 2 touches, or 3 in the case of Julián Álvarez when taking a penalty?
I have no idea what I would do because I am here right now. Now, this rule exists, and as long as rules exist, they must be respected.
Asensio has been called up to the Spanish national team. What are your thoughts on this?
And we have celebrated this because it is great news for him. He deserves it for the hard work and professionalism he has shown since joining the team, and he has worked well with a lot of commitment and quality, so he deserves to be in the squad.
What do you think about La Liga scheduling your match just 3 days after a Champions League game?
I don't understand it, but we can't do anything about it. We just have to show up and play the game. I really don't understand this because the minimum recovery time should be 72 hours, but this is the schedule we have been given. Hopefully one day this can change.
From my point of view, Vinicius hasn't been as decisive in important matches this season, and the team seems to play better without him. It could be due to fatigue, perhaps. Don't you think Real Madrid plays better without him and with better team play?
Vinicius is, for us and for me, an undisputed player. He may have some great matches and others not as good, with better and worse moments. But for me, he is indisputable, and I am not going to debate it. I know that sometimes he doesn't play well and sometimes he makes mistakes, but he has been very important for this club. For this reason, this is not something that is up for debate.
This has been a season full of injuries and criticism. Has it been a stressful season for you? Is this a difficult season for you?
Yes, it has been stressful, but only for one reason, the schedule. As I've said before, since January, we haven't stopped playing, with matches every 3 days. Now we are in mid-March, and since January, we have played 21 or 22 matches, and that is simply too much.
The other day, Courtois said, "I'm tired of Atletico's victim mentality and all their complaining every time they lose against Real Madrid." What do you think about this?
That is just his opinion, and that's all. It's better if you ask him directly.
Was it your plan to bring Endrick on against Atletico so that he could take a penalty? Although in the end, it was Rudiger who took 5th one.
No, Endrick was not brought on to take a penalty. He came on to replace Vinicius because Vinicius was very tired and Endrick had fresh energy.
After the match against Rayo Vallecano, you mentioned the emotional fatigue of the players from playing in both La Liga and the Champions League. How can you solve this emotional fatigue that the players are experiencing? Is there a solution?
Obviously, I have to push the players more for matches like tomorrow's. A match like tomorrow's does not have the same impact as the Champions League round of 16 against Atlético de Madrid. Motivation for a Champions League knockout match comes naturally, but for a domestic league match, you have to push the players.
What makes tomorrow's match important? Could it be that Atlético and Barcelona are facing each other, meaning one of them will drop points? Or that after the international break, the Copa del Rey and Champions League matches will arrive?
Well, for tomorrow's match, we obviously have to make an extra effort. It's clear that we won't have the energy or the physical freshness because we haven't had enough time to recover. So we will have to rely more on quality on the pitch. We need to show the right attitude on the field and play intelligently, avoiding a box-to-box match because physically it will be harder for us. All of this plays a role. There are many ways to win a game, not just one. Obviously, we have to defend very well, and we will try to play a smart game. This is our plan going into the match.